Men, women, children, their courage, their sacrifices, impossible odds. What if they had quit when things got hard, when things got messy? I'm incredibly grateful that they persevered for the freedoms that we do hold today in our nation. They were just people, and I can't get enough of their stories. I hope you will read some too. I dare you! Welcome to the Cozy Little Library today with your Clean Reads Book Buddy. I hope the following best of the best favorites of mine, fiction and nonfiction book recommendations, many that I have never shared here before, are helpful any time of the year. Each is clean, compelling, and worth your time. But I did create the Red, White, and June Readathon Challenge. Information, links, and co-host video playlists are in the description box below.
Okay then.
Let's get started, shall we? Let's start with two middle grade, easy to understand, but very helpful and fact-filled books. We have The Causes of the American Revolution and then Life on the Homefront During the American Revolution. These books are wonderful, wonderful overviews, and I love all the facts, but yet it is broken up with different media types, many primary source images. It's only 40-something pages, even with the notes and all. Then on the home front, we've got specific people, equality talk, and a lot of people that I had never heard about before, which is always wonderful. The whole series is great, but these two specifically are wonderful for a great overview before you start any of your other reading. A Spy Called James by Anne Rockwell. The true story of James Armistead Lafayette. Fascinating story. He became a double agent for General Washington. If you're like me and you love stories about espionage, this one is extraordinary, important, and it is very short. Next, we have Heroes of 1776, the story of the Declaration of Independence, profiling the remarkable men and women who made the revolution possible. Beautiful, short, readable chapters, perfect for any age, for curious people. I highly recommend this one. American Revolution, A History from Beginning to End. A concise, thorough, engaging, but short, full picture of this era. This is a great starting point for a beginner,
but also
a wonderful refresh and fresh perspective. It is very short. It's made to read in under an hour.
So awesome!
I have paired a middle grade option with an adult equivalent reading level on the same topic. Famous people, you may want to read a little bit more about one or all of them, and an exciting event. You have options, starting with Martha Washington. The middle grade option is Martha Washington, Girl of Old Virginia. This is a warm and accessible, perfect short read to get to know our First Lady. I found it very interesting and nostalgic in a way. Longer, more in-depth read, we have Martha Washington by Patricia Brady. This is only 230 something pages, rich, thorough, and it spills a whole lot of tea. What she really went through. For John Adams, our middle grade option is John Adams, American Patriot. This entire middle grade series is one of the only ones that I recommend. I will link it in the description box because they are hard to find. But this one is a solid, well-researched biography. It's just over 100 pages, but it is wonderful as a shorter option. Then we have David McCullough's. You will finish this book feeling like you have just lost a friend because this book is phenomenal in getting to know him. Yes, it is long, but it does read like a novel. If you want to get into more of the nitty-gritty, I highly recommend it. Then for Benjamin Franklin, the middle grade option is clear, engaging, just the right length at just over 30 pages. Very interesting to read about. For the longer option, we have the Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin in his own words. So we really get what he was up to, his perspective of what was going on. Witty, endlessly quotable. This is literally a true classic. Then if you want to know more about one of my favorite topics of this era, George Washington's Spy Ring, we have a middle grade option, Culper Spy Ring. You can read it in under an hour. Thrilling introduction to this secret intelligent network, very compelling. Or George Washington's Secret 6 by Brian Kilmeade. It's impossible to put down, especially I would highly recommend the audiobook because while it is not that long, it does get into a lot of details, truth genuinely stranger than fiction, and Kilmeade narrates the audiobook himself. Fabulous. I narrowed down my fiction list as small as possible so that it would not be overwhelming. Of course, we're going to start with Felicity, the queen of middle grade colonial history in Williamsburg. 6 books in the original series. Then there are 3 mystery books that are fantastic as well. This is really good for an overview of what was going on with just regular people. Window into the era. I adore her. Got Revolutionary War on Wednesday by Mary Pope Osborne. It's Magic Treehouse number 22. Jack and Annie are traveling back to Valley Forge in the middle of the conflict. Perfect adventure that drops you right into the middle of the action. Annie Henry, this is book number 1 in the series of 4. Adventures in the American Revolution by Susan Alaski. Full of adventure, lots and lots of faith, which I adore, and history woven together beautifully. With a perspective from the daughter of Patrick Henry, we get to know a lot more about their family. This is fictional, but based on fact. It is exceptional in every way. I love it. The Seeds of Rebellion being the first book in the History Detective series by Wendy Nugent. Rose touches a historical necklace that sends her back to colonial Williamsburg from the current day, where she helps new friends, solves mysteries, and meets people she's only ever read about in her history books. It is so fun, unputdownable, thrilling. I absolutely love this series. There are 5 books in the series now. Pope's Revolutionary War Diary. These are My America books, similar to the Dear Americas by Christiana Gregory. But I love these because they are a younger girl's perspective, and we really get the capturing of a personal side of the revolution through her eyes. It is precious. It gets a little gritty a couple of times, but I love the very short daily entries. It is wonderful. Favorite series of this era of all time is Harbor of Spies series. This is book number 1, Spark of the Revolution by Megan Soja. These are incredible. 3-book series right now, a new one coming out in the fall. Espionage, suspense, faith, patriotism. I love it so much. There are many different characters as you go through the books in the series, different situations. They're right alongside accurate historical events and really kind of hanging out with a lot of people that we don't hear as much about, like Joseph Warren and different ones that were so crucial and people that gave their lives for the cause. They're kind of forgotten in history. I love that, but the faith is incredible. Even though they are in a completely different era, different things going on than me, it was so relatable, and I am absolutely obsessed with this series. Please, if you have not started it, start it. The books get better as you go. If you've started it, please finish them because they are so wonderful. The Lace Maker by Laura France, a really fresh perspective because we've got someone French in the midst of the story, a woman caught in between 2 worlds, detailed, atmospheric, completely immersive. I would say to get extra credit, brownie points with me at some point, read the Declaration of Independence. It is not that long. You can also, for extra bonus points, read Common Sense, some of Paine's words George Washington used to encourage the soldiers. And then at the end of all of your reading, if you want to really go above and beyond, you can read the Constitution or skim through a little bit of it. It is not that long either. I am giddy. I am excited. Please leave me a book emoji and let me know which ones that you are adding to your TBR. Thanks for being here, and until next time.